online behavior, and it's called status maker or status breaker. We're going to see how people responded to some of these common computer situations, and I want you to weigh in too, because you're going to be able to play along. Check this out.
What do you do if the person you are seeing doesn't change the relationship status to dating and keeps it at single? Is it a status maker or a status breaker?
What is it? Stand up! Okay, let's find out the Tyra Show poll results.
75% say it's a status breaker.
So not about that, and now this is so important, the changing of the status. We didn't even have a status. So relationship expert and author of this man I'm talking to, author of Decoding Love, Andrew Trees is back with us. So 75% say it's a breaker.
That's right. You know, couples have always had this conversation about whether or not they're going to be exclusive. And Facebook, what it's done is really accelerated that. So now people become aware of it and want to know what's going on much earlier. That doesn't have to be a negative thing. I mean, this can actually provide an opportunity for the couple to talk about where their relationship is going, see how they feel about it, and really get a sense of how committed the other person is. So it can be a positive for the relationship.
Aurora and Rob are in the audience. Now, you say your boyfriend has not changed his status.
Oh, not yet.
Stand on up, Rob. He hasn't changed it because what's going on?
Okay, so we've been dating for 6 months official. We've done the family thing, the friends thing. Everybody knows we're dating. I know his friends, he knows my friends, and still on Facebook, it's single.
Why, Rob? Why is it so single?
Well, I'm holding out for the night when it's real special and I could say, honey, if you put on the French maid outfit, I'll change my status. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
No,
You're kidding.
no.
Okay.
Well, I figured I'm not married, I'm single. So, I mean, if she's secure enough in the relationship that it shouldn't matter what a stupid website says.
Oh, well, if it's a stupid website, why not just say taken or in a relationship if it's just a stupid website?
Well, because I've had relationships in the past where I've been with girls that have been real insecure and stuff like that matters to them. And, like, I just feel like you shouldn't need a piece of paper or a website or something to make you feel good about your relationship and to make you feel like you're wanted.
It's really so that you can cheat, right?
No, not at all. Nah, I feel...
Because if it doesn't mean anything, all it takes is a couple of fingers. Delete.
Nah, I just want to know that... that she's secure enough that she doesn't need something to tell her that I love her.
Okay.
Oh.
But
what do you think, Andrew?
What you're doing is making her insecure. Why don't you help her feel secure? And look at her, she's beautiful. Let me tell you, buddy, you should hold on to her like grim death.
Yes. Let's go on to our next poll question.
What do you do if the person you are dating posts on their ex's wall or direct messages their ex on a regular basis? Is it a status maker or a status breaker? 61% say it's a status maker.
61% of people have not broken up with an ex that still communicates with their ex or posts on their ex wall on Facebook or these types of websites.
This in general is a bad idea. I mean, one of the problems with Facebook is it's made it so easy to get in touch and stay in touch with exes, and a lot of times it's very easy to backslide from that into a relationship.
But a lot of people don't break up. Why is that?
That's right. Well, that's why they have the complicated setting, right?
It's complicated.
You've got a couple of exes on Facebook. You got the new girl who may be in the single status, may not. So it's much better to try to keep this as sort of clean and upfront as possible.
Well, Brianna is in the audience, and she broke up with her boyfriend for this very reason. Stand on up. What happened?
Okay, Tyra, I was dating this guy for 2 months. And for some reason, he was on Facebook, and like he left the house for no apparent reason. He just left. And like I seen on his walls that he had like all these ex-girlfriends saying, "I love you, baby. Let's get back together. How you doing?" I'm just like, no, this is not gonna work. And we broke up.
And you left
only
him.
2 months.
Okay, well let's check out the
What do you do if the person you are seeing won't let you buy their computer when they are on Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter? Is it a status maker or a status breaker?
Okay, let's check the poll results.
84% say it's a status breaker.
think this is a case where it's really important to strike a balance. So if you constantly need to check a computer or a phone or whatever, that's a sign that there's not enough trust. So that's bad. But if the other person is constantly hiding things, if you sit down next to them and they immediately slap shut their laptop, that's a bad sign. It means they're not being open enough.
It means they're cheating on you,
So there has to be both trust and openness.
It's a big chance that they're cheating on you if they're slapping it down, right?
That's right. I mean, if they're totally unwilling to show you any of that sort of stuff, it's probably a bad sign.
Listen to it, y'all. If you see he's doing that, come on, it's kind of obvious. It's not even like a gut thing, it's obvious. We'll be right back. We're back with status makers or status breakers. Check out our last scenario. Holla.
What do you do if the person you are dating posts sexy or unflattering photos of you without your approval online? Is it a status maker or a status breaker?
I bet a lot of people in the poll would say that it is a breaker, unless it's the freaks going, ooh, it's a maker. Okay, let's check out.
95% say it's a status breaker.
Yeah.
Right?
This is an obvious big no-no, right? The privacy, the intimacy of your own home, that's one thing. Post it on Facebook where potential employers could see it or family, that's something else.
What about inside jokes on Facebook? How do people feel about those?
Well, humor is really tricky. I think people have to be very careful. It's easy for people to be offended by something, to find it sexist or racist. So if there's any gray area, I think better not to post.
And is it okay to vent on Facebook? Some people get really upset and they just want to tell the world and just pissed and want to tell everybody.
Friends don't let friends vent on Facebook. It's one of those situations you think you're writing in your diary, you're broadcasting it to the world. That's not how you want to present yourself.
What about, a lot of the times Facebook and MySpace and all these types of sites make people, like they have, like, you know, people say there's liquid courage with alcohol. They say things with alcohol that they never say. What would we want to call it? Facebook encourager? You know, where they would only say it on Facebook.
That's right. That's exactly the problem. It makes it far too easy to say things that we really shouldn't say. And if you honestly have a problem with something, the mature thing to do is to confront that person directly, not post snide remarks on Facebook.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen that. I know Amanda's here. Amanda, what do you have to say about people liking to post party pics on Facebook and tag their friends?
Well, Tyra, I like to post pictures of me and my friends partying together because, you know, college year, you do that. But I'm not afraid to tag my friends in them because my friends should know what pictures are on the internet. Well, unfortunately, my work, I worked for a theme park in my area hometown in Pennsylvania. New management take over and they didn't like me and they found these pictures out and they did not like me because of the pictures and they thought that I was bringing my personal life in with my work life.
Was it a kids amusement park kind of place?
It's not really kiddie, no. There's a kids section to it, but I worked in the water park, so I was more or less a lifeguard.
What were you doing in the pictures?
I was just having friends party with my friends. There was no alcohol in my hands, there was no bottle of beers, there was no like vodka bottles, nothing. I was just out having a good time with my friends and they just all
this? Well, I love you, Becky. Are you doing that?
It was a little bit of mixture of a little toned down from there, but yeah, we were crazy.
So it wasn't this, it was like...
But it was like, I was like...
Andrew, this has been really great. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. I was just telling the audience that I'm very greasy this show. I started telling that my hair was greasy and dirty, so we did a little slick back, a little Murray's grease to, like, you know, just push the grease down even more, and just greasy. Where's my makeup artist? He didn't powder me for the whole show. What's he doing? Taking a nap back there, Valente. Are you guilty of cyber stalking your ex? Go to TyraShow.com and learn the proper internet etiquette for interacting with your ex online. Pearson Love, who wants their picture taken? You have to be Pearson.